This is Dr. Antolak from the Gentle Dentist, and we are in Shelby Township, Michigan. Many parts of our practice is that we do more complex types of rehabilitations of the mouth, including dental implants and something called a hybrid denture. This is an example of what a hybrid denture is here. It's basically looks like natural teeth. It's got the gum tissue on the top, but it's actually not teeth at all. It's actually a horseshoe of zirconia that look like natural teeth. They function like natural teeth. They're as strong as natural teeth, but they're not natural teeth. They actually use 6 implants to hold in a denture like this. And what I did is I recorded a video of a patient of ours, Tanya. She's given us permission to put this online, and it's going to be a valuable resource for those of you who are looking to have a permanent solution for your either missing teeth, periodontally involved teeth, teeth that are broken down, or in a situation, a combination of all those things. Tanya came to us a little while back, and she was very, very unhappy with her smile, and we had made the decision to basically extract her teeth, and then after we extracted them, we would make this hybrid denture. So the video you're playing is going to be this process of the surgical aspect of it, and I wanted to go ahead before we start to show you what the planning process is. So part of what we did, the majority of the time spent is in the processing phase of, or the planning phase of this process. So part of the planning process is to put in the implants in the best position, ideally for their treatment. And so in this case here, we're going to place 6 implants like we described, and we actually have pins that we're going to be putting in. This kind of gives you an idea here of the position of where these implants are going to go, and in the part of the process is we can show in the blue here, it shows where the implants are, and the one that's highlighted there shows a cross-section of the implant, and then actually where the prosthetic or the hybrid denture is going to end up going in the mouth. This is all planned out so that the implants come out where it's not visibly visible to the eye when someone's smiling or functioning. And this other image here that we have is going to show the whole skull, but it shows it in a way that will that you can see kind of where these pins that are going to go into the bone and where the implants are placed. The surgical part of it process is probably about an hour-and-a-half period of time. Once this is done, and you're going to see that it's a fairly rapid pace that we go at to do that. But the majority of once again, the time spent is in this process of planning out. There are many vital structures that we have to deal with. First of all, on the upper jaw, there's the sinuses. And so if someone plans on doing this type of care for you, or you're looking into it, you have to make sure that they have this cone beam scan readily available to you. That way we can plan out. For example, in this case here, we have a sinus here. This is the sinus cavity here for this patient. Fortunately, she had a lot of bone. Most people that we see, they don't have nearly as much bone. For example, on her right side here, this is the top of the sinus. This shows a cross-section of what we're looking at here. So this is where the denture is going to be. This is the implant that's placed, and this is the sinus. And it actually gives us the ability to plan things up to like a millimeter from where these vital structures are. So this is going to be a video of, there's going to be some blood for sure, and so if that's something that bothers you, then I would recommend not watching it. But if you want some information, some good information, then it's something you can watch. This is Dr. Antolak from the Gentle Dentist. At our office, we are a full-service dental office, of course, and today we are going to be doing, for Tanya, she's agreed that we can record this. We're going to be doing a fixed hybrid denture, it's called. A fixed hybrid denture basically is where we're going to take implants, and we are going to be placing today, and then we're going to be screwing a denture into her mouth. I modified something that she was wearing before, and basically This is going to be going in, and we're going to be putting this in for her today, and so she can walk out with some teeth that are fixed right to her bone through the implants. With Tanya, we went ahead and got her numbed up. She's using oral sedation, and so she's going to have little memory of what we did today. So what we did is we worked everything up from our 3D scan that we did, and we actually made this. This is called the surgical guide, and this is going to go in her mouth. We're going to pin in 4 different locations this guide, and then we're going to create the holes that we're going to use for the implants. So she's numbed up, and she's getting good, ready to go. Go ahead and open, Tanya. There we go. Okay, so we're going to just try this in her mouth. Very good. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to hold this up. And then you have these little, go and hold that up for me. Great, thank you. Okay, so we're going to keep this. Everything is based on the accuracy of this. Hold that up. Now we have these little pins.
There's one right there on the blue. Yep. You get it?
These just help to stabilize it. Surgical guide. Make sure it's through pretty well.
I'm not moving my finger until what you say.
Very good. Okay. So this has been all planned out ahead of time using our planning software. The majority of the time spent on these implants is in the planning process, using our surgical guides, using our cone beam scans that we do, and then get up the fuel. And she's numbed up, and any of these excess holes are going to fill, the bone is going to fill right in over time. So now, got that one in, and one more.
Your blood pressure now is like down to 130 over 70. AIM will do a number on you, won't it? Yeah. Let me get those headphones too.
Okay, so next one is
Along that blue.
Do you have
That's right.
there. It is right
Yeah.
there.
Tiny.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, good. So now it's nice and stable. It's not going anywhere, and we've got consistency now. Okay, so we basically have these little sleeves that we're going to use, and we're going to create 2.0. And it's 26 millimeter. 3.7. So we're going to take this all the way down. Okay, 10 millimeter and then Be careful.
See that piece length in the tissue.
There you go.
Got
Yeah.
a good seat on it.
This one, this one. Yeah, it's fine. She knows the picture. Okay. Just confirming a few things with the length, and that's really good. So then we go up to, we're going to end up, let's see, 3.7 millimeters. So I'm going to go with the next highest one, which is a 2.6. Okay, so we're going to do a 2.6, 2.2. This thing. I wish I had somebody to do this.
What else is there? Are you done setting up in there? Mm-hmm. Sizes for him there.
No, I'm good with that. Just
Okay.
if you want to just hit the record button. Is it recording now?
It's flashing, yeah, it should be. Yep, it is.
I'm going to take this off. And so we do is to take this off, we just have to grab these pins and pull them out. Okay? And so we're just going to do that, and then we're going to see what we've got, because everything has been pre-planned. So this is these are the areas where these have been placed, and now I have to just reduce a little bit of bone in a couple spots, but it's going really well. So next thing is, during the planning process, we attempted to reduce enough of the bone because you need so much space for the prosthetic. And so what we're doing now is I'm just reducing from the planning 2 millimeters of bone here from a couple of the different sites, and I did one already on another site. So what this does is it really gives us enough size and length for the actual prosthetic, the denture that we're going to be just putting in her, so that it's going to be the most favorable result. So what we do is, this is just like a banana. We just kind of peel it back. We gain access to the bone, and then we stitch the banana back up. The banana peel back on. So then we're just going to take a little bit of bone where that was reduced, 2 millimeters here. I'm trying to be as conservative as I can. So we're just going to smooth it down. This doesn't hurt. He's not having any pain at all. He's very relaxed. He's quite numb. And even after this process is done, since there's no bone, there's no nerves actually in bone itself, there's no discomfort from that. So it might look horrible, but it's not as bad as it might look. Okay, so we're going to do, this is actually the implant that's going to go into one of the spots that we just took care of. And it's number 10 position, so it's right here. And I'm doing this without even creating what's called a flap. So we're going to put that right to length.
Can you want to just have him, please? Or who's doing it? I'm here at the end. Thank you.
So it's basically like a screw, and we're just kind of like a wood screw, and so basically putting it right into the bone. There's lots of pressure. Okay. 2.7 by 13. Rosie, that's a legacy too. I need the screw and directs. Did you hear that? Hmm.
Yeah, the emotional back. Let me make sure this is off.
I'll try to run the orange.
No worries. Let me get this other bottle out of here.
This one.
So we did for Tanya is we put iodine to disinfect any bacteria that could be potentially on her face. Because when these are put in, everything's in a sterile, obviously a sterile environment. Okay, I'm setting up. 2.7 by 13. And position, okay. Alright, so I'm going to continue to do this as we place them. Stay open, please. You're doing great. A lot of push. Lots of pressure, Tanya. Over just a little wider, please.
Open just a little bit wider, Tanya. There you go. Thank you.
Good. Okay, next one is going to be the number 5, 4.7 by 10.
Okay.
So those are the implants right there. $4.710. Okay, good. So before before I put them in, let me probe. Just
I
making.
believe you have it. I can't do it right.
Okay. I'm just confirming that.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, Armstrong's the whole thing, and so that's good. Always.
Take all those pieces. Thanks.
Lots of pressure, Tanya. I'm jinking you around here. Sorry. So the upper jaw is kind of like the bone sometimes is very, very soft, so not like it is on the lower arch, is much more dense. Okay, so number 12, 4.7 by 10. Good, just hold it there.
Especially the pieces.
Yeah.
Tap them up, yeah, there you go. Okay, fill back in. Thank you.
Okay. This one, since we're towards the back, the
Open as wide as you can, please, Tanya. Thank you.
usually put in this, you can't. The jaw, it's going to open up so much. So. Now, the last one is 4.10 by 8. 21 remaining. So you got 5 implants in now. Number 6 coming up. What is it? Is that
4, 7 by 8,
Let me see.
right?
Let me see. 4, 7, 8. Yep.
Knock those pieces out. Thanks.
Trying to engage that hex. So we went ahead and we actually took that denture of hers and we put holes in it, and we put some we call abutments in it, and now she's going to have her teeth and they're all going to be fixed in there, and there's nothing in the roof of the mouth, so it's attached right now to these implants. So We'll see how this looks following this, so we just have a few more things to do. Few steps that were missed was just basically us working on the denture to make this, to make everything fit in passively against the implant. So we'll keep this in for about 4 months and then change it out with the real deal.